Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Three of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so your biggest challenge here, Aquarius, is the Three of Wands. I feel like it's time for you to start making plans to move forward. A lot of you may be looking at your options to see what's the next phase you're going to be taking in your life. We're going to clarify the Three of Wands and we're going to see what the important message is here for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like there was a really harsh ending that happened here in the recent past with someone here that you had memories with, someone here that you maybe were with for quite some time. I feel like this is definitely someone from your past that you may have ended things with in the recent past. And there may have been some sort of harsh communication back and forth between you and this person, which actually led to this devastating ending in the recent past. We're going to find out more when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Nine of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands. So I'm really strongly getting in the present moment for many of you, there is some sort of situation that has led to a lot of anxiety for you, a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. Okay. And I feel like this has something to do with your life, being worried about stability, being worried about whether or not you're going to be successful here. So we're going to clarify the Nine of Swords and we're going to see exactly why you may be feeling that and what the important message is here for you when it comes to that situation. Now, in the near future, you have the Six of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something here about you running again. Okay, I've been seeing this now. This could be you or your person. Apply it to your situation. Someone here is running. It's like they're always running away from issues or running away from confronting things, running away from problems. And one of the things that I can say to you, Aquarius, is that if this is you, okay, running away from things is not going to change it. It's not going to make things better. Confronting it and dealing with it is something that a lot of you may need to decide. Especially when it comes to a relationship or it comes, to you creating something for yourself. Nine of Pentacles is here. So a lot of you may want to be independent. You may, there's something here about you wanting to be independent, wanting to have your own, your own business, your own finances. But if you constantly run away from problems and you expect everything to be perfect all the time, that's just not realistic. Okay. So there's a very important message that you need to hear in the near future if you want things to change. Okay. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers, the Death, the World, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Fool in reverse. Very interesting cards that you have here. A lot of majors here that you have in reverse. One of the things that I'm noticing again, there was some sort of fallout with you and a specific person that you really cared about. You really thought, yeah, I'm going to have a relationship with this person. We're in love. We're soulmates. We met for all the right reasons. And then boom, an ending happens here. Okay. Boom. Cycle closes out between you and this person. Three of Cups here in reverse. The idea of you reconciling with this person is next to none. Knight of Wands, this person completely ghosts you or leaves you or disconnects from you, and the likelihood of having a new beginning may not happen, right? That's all, what may be happening right now for many of you, but what you don't actually see is that this situation isn't over. You're just being tested. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, right? Now, of course, Venus is going to be going direct. If it hasn't already, it is going to be in the process of moving direct. Most likely actually tomorrow, depending on whenever you watch this reading. This reading is obviously recorded in January, but January 29th, Venus, I believe, is going to be going direct. So there's something here about you finally having an opportunity to really make sense of why something here, didn't include a new beginning, why this person withdrew, why you didn't, celebrate this new beginning with this person the way that you were supposed to. So although you may think something is completely over. It's not. It's still, it's there. And there's still an opportunity to recognize maybe some of the things that you still need to work on, and this person needs to work on, in order for you both to have that new beginning that you want. Okay, so let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Three of Wands is clarified by the Hangman, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So again, a lot of you have a big question mark here about somebody here that you really care about and you really love. I feel like your biggest challenge here is the fact that you still care about this person. You still want to be with them. You may be watching this and saying, no, I don't want to be with them. I don't care about you. You care about them. Okay? You care about them. We know that. Okay? So your challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that this situation isn't moving forward. This is what you want. You want it to move forward. You want things to move to the next level. But your challenge here is to be patient and look at the situation from a different perspective, because a lot of you are quick to make assumptions. You're quick to judge the situation, is what I'm intuitively picking up. But Spirit is saying if you're patient and understanding in the situation, instead of always trying to be in control and always want to push forward without really learning what needs to be learned, then you'll be able to finally move forward. Okay? Or things are going to finally be able to move in your favor. But you have to kind of look at the situation from a different perspective, because there's a reason why you're here and why you're experiencing that. There's something here that your soul wants you to experience. Okay, so that's your challenge. That's what I'm seeing. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Six of Cups in the recent past. The Six of Cups is clarified by the Three of Cups. You have the Empress and the Nine of Swords. Something here happened with you and a specific person in the past, okay? I feel like you were really worried that you were never going to attract love. You were never going to have the love that you, truly wanted here. And for many of you in the recent past, there was supposed to be a reconciliation. That may have not happened. The idea of you growing in love with this person may have not happened. Okay, so there was a lot of fear and worry here. And one of the things that you have to remember here, Aquarius, is that when you start to go into this place of worry, fear, and you do it, okay? You may not admit that to me, but you have to certainly admit that to yourself. If you start to constantly go in this place of fear, worry, your mind goes like this. When your mind goes and it keeps going like that, you're just manifesting what you don't want. And that's what you have to be aware of. Okay. So this is something here that I felt happened in the past. That's what led to maybe some sort of ending here. Okay. Because you may have been worried, like, well, what if this beautiful experience that I'm having is going to come to an end? And then boom, it comes to an end. Right? Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay. So again, some sort of situation came to an end. It ended up being a breakup with this person. You know why you really like this person in the past is because they were so loving. They were catering to you. There was a lot of equal give and take here. But then your mind, like the Nine of Swords is your mind. It's the chatter that we have in our minds when we go and we lay down in our bed and we can't seem to sleep because our mind is going all the time. So that's something that you may have done in the past, and that's why it came to an end. And you may not admit that, okay? A lot of us don't want to admit our faults, okay? And if we're not able to completely admit our faults and what happened in the past, then how are we supposed to find solutions, okay? So I feel like in the recent past, there was a lot of chatter. Eight of Wands, a lot of fast movement here. And you may have been very disappointed because you may say to yourself, or you may have said to yourself in the past, I knew this was going to happen. When you say that to yourself, I knew this was going to happen. I knew. It's because you created it. You created it for yourself. Okay. You don't realize how powerful you are until you create something that you don't really want. Spirit brings you what you want, and then you question it, and then it falls apart. So this is what I feel happened here in the past, okay? So big lesson that you had to learn here in the past about the power that you have within yourself, okay? Now, let's talk about the present moment. Now, in the present moment, for many of you, I feel, again, the chatter is happening. Nine of Swords. What if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? What if it, and it's like, stop it. Stop doing that to yourself, okay? Stop doing that to yourself. You can be successful. You are able to be successful. You are able to find the stable, loving relationship that you truly deserve. So let's clarify the Nine of Swords. What is the important message here about the Nine of Swords for Aquarius in the present moment? Okay, so the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Five of Wands. You have the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So there you go. There's that conflict. A lot of you are still holding on to, whether you want to admit this or not, a conflict that you had with someone, okay? I'm envisioning, excuse me, you being in bed and you reminiscing about a conflict that you had with this person. There's so much anger here and you're just holding on to it. And the message here for you in the present moment from Spirit is you need to identify how you can release this negativity within you, this negativity that you keep bringing into your bed at night, you know, chitter chatter in your head. You know, this person did this to me, this person did that to me. Identify and realize why this happened to you. Is it because you started to assume that this was what was going to happen and then it happened? Or is it just something that happened to you? Because things don't just happen to you. There's something that leads up to you experiencing what you experience in your life. And whether you want to admit that to yourself or not is not up to me to do. That's up to you to identify that within yourself. Because oftentimes what we do is sabotage, okay? And that's the theme for the air signs this week. Sabotaging love, sabotaging our lives, thinking everything's negative, thinking the world is against us. All these things are really, really, really important to identify, okay? Because what Spirit is saying to you, Aquarius, is you can have it all. It is your time. We're in the age of Aquarius. It's your time. But if you are in your head all the time and thinking negatively about things, how are you supposed to receive the stability that you want? Let's clarify the Emperor. I feel like there is a stable, solid situation that is presenting itself to you in your life. The question is, are you identifying it? Important message about the Emperor. Whoa. Okay, this is where your reading gets interesting. The Emperor is clarified by the Justice, the Magician, and the King of Swords, okay? So for many of you in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting that you are recognizing and realizing now that you're watching this reading how powerful you are, the Magician. And beside that is the King of Swords, which is your energy. There's something here within yourself that you need to set right and bring stability to. Common theme for the air signs is for this month, actually, not this week, but this month, because this is a monthly reading for you. So I feel like in the present moment, a lot of you need to get clear. You need to have a session with yourself. You need to get clear on your ability to manifest what it is that you want, your ability to bring fairness to yourself, okay? This is not about a relationship. For some of you, it may be about a relationship and wanting to bring stability back into the relationship. And if it is, it means you need to start with yourself, okay? Because it's very quick for us to jump and say, well, this person did this and they did that to me and they're wrong. And that doesn't get us anywhere. Doesn't get us anywhere doing that, okay? So you could be successful, but your success is going to come from identifying what you need to change within yourself and identifying that you are a magician and you create your own reality with your thoughts, with your perceptions, and your words to yourself, okay? So that's what I feel like is happening for you in the present moment. It's a very complex energy, but that's something that you need to identify if you truly want to have this new beginning and resolve some sort of issues within a connection. Now, in the near future, okay, you have the Six of Swords here. So right away, I see the Six of Swords and I think, oh, somebody doesn't want to deal with conflict. Someone here doesn't want to confront an issue. They just want to run away from it and move away from it. Or maybe you just want to disconnect from something here. But I think for many of you, a lot of you want to disconnect from a relationship here and just be on your own. Okay. But again, that may only happen if you're not doing the inner work that you need to do in the present moment. Okay. So why are you disconnecting, or why does this person disconnect in the near future with the Six of Swords here? What's the important message for Aquarius? So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Temperance. You have the Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So for many of you, there's something here about you needing to be patient. So in the near future, there's two things. Somebody here could disconnect, ghost you and leave you, or you can ghost them and leave them. But there's something big here that you have to learn, okay? And it's going to keep happening, Aquarius. It's going to keep happening to you until you learn what needs to be learned. And that's what a lot of people don't recognize when they come to the channel. They just want to hear what they want to hear. Are they coming back? And if they're coming back, great. No, there's a lesson to learn here. Don't put yourself in this place where you constantly have to experience the same thing over and over again until you get it. Just get it the first time so that you're not stuck. Okay, Spirit is saying you are going to be held back in the near future because you're not looking at why someone left. There's a reason why they left, or there's a reason why they leave in the near future. There's a reason why you leave in the near future. But there's something here to learn here. And oftentimes it has a lot to do with our perceptions. The Page of Swords and any sword energy is perception of the mind. And that's where everything starts. Everything starts here. And that's what people don't realize. They think, oh, it's outside. Whatever happens. No, this is all an illusion. This whole entire world and what you experience is an illusion. That's all it is. It's just a dream. That's it. Okay, so we need to really get clear on why somebody leaves, why they disconnect. It's because there's something here that you are creating in your mind. Page of Swords. And Spirit is going to keep delaying everything until you realize that. Once you realize that, I promise you, your whole entire life is going to change. When you start to realize the more you sabotage yourself and sabotage the messages that you create in your mind, is you running away from your problems, okay? So for many of you, I see in the near future, you will be taking time off to be on your own. I do see you disconnecting maybe from a relationship here, okay? Because this is something here that you need to learn. So tell me more about this relationship here in the near future, this connection. Very, very harsh message here, but I hope, you know, it does help someone. In the near future, you have the Four of Wands, which is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. You see, you have a decision to make here about whether or not you want to confront the fact that, you know, there's a reason why something happened in a relationship or is happening in a relationship. You need to decide. There is an abundant relationship that's coming into your life in the near future. But if you're still holding on to this energy of blocking yourself, you blocking yourself, again, through what? The mind. Swords, there's the sword energy, exactly what I was talking about. And you see how this person's wearing a blindfold? They're not even aware of what's really going on. So you need to decide if you want to be aware of what's going on or you want to run away from the situation and blame, right? So this is what you're going to have to do. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be pushed to be on your own, to be single. A lot of you don't want this. A lot of you are saying, no, I want to be in a relationship. Of course you want a relationship, but you got to do the inner work. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles and see what the important message is here for you. What is the Nine of Pentacles all about for Aquarius in the near future? So the Nine of Pentacles is clarified. Wow, 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 wow. Reading is just on fire today for you. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. So you see, in the near future, like I said, you could have exactly what you want. I want a commitment. I want to be happy. How come, Monica, how come I see all these other people holding hands and they're all happy and I'm single and I'm alone? I don't know. Ask yourself that. Queen of Swords. You want it. You see how you're like, I want a commitment. I want the relationship. You have to do the inner work. You have to do the inner work. You need to get yourself to a point where you're so happy with yourself that you look in the mirror and you say, I would love to date myself. The question you need to ask yourself in the near future, Aquarius, is, would you date yourself? Would you be in a relationship with yourself? And if the answer is no, then you still have inner work to do. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing in the near future for you. Now let's get some advice. What is the advice? Beautiful reading. I mean, it was harsh, but there's a load of gems in this reading for you. Let's get some advice. What is the advice? Beautiful, beautiful. Your advice here is the Fool, the King of Swords, and the Justice. So for many of you, your biggest piece of advice is to set something right within yourself. There's your energy here, the King of Swords. And the Fool is there. This is about you having that new beginning that you want, the new beginning that you truly deserve to have. The only way this new beginning is going to happen for you, Aquarius, is if you're honest with yourself. Don't always think that everybody else is to blame. Don't sabotage yourself from having what it is that you truly want. Set something right within yourself. Bring something back into balance within yourself. Is it your mind? Is it your mind that's constantly having that chitter chatter and being negative and believing that it's not possible to have a new beginning? And if it is, then maybe there's something here that you need to do within yourself. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for sabotaging yourself. Okay. And again, a lot of you are going to watch this and you're not going to like what I'm saying. You're going to say, Monica, you're 100% wrong. Then you're going to come back and you're going to watch it again and you're going to really look at it from a different perspective. And you're going to say, okay, now I get why I'm not having that new beginning. You need to set something right. What is it that you need to set right in your life, within yourself? And once you do that, you're going to recognize a pathway is going to open for you and you're finally going to be able to have that brand new beginning that you want to have, okay? So this is what I have for you, Aquarius, a bit of a harsh reading. I hope you got something out of it. Thanks so much for tuning in and I'll see you on the next one.